Hey everybody, it's Jenny McGarvey, and I'm going to share with you today how I worked in my planner for the week of September 26th through October 2nd. It's absolutely hard for me to believe that it's already October. That's just absolutely crazy. But anyway, down to planning. As you can see, I only have one activity noted, pre-planned, whatever you want to call it, in my planner for this week. It's not because there's not other things going on, but they're all recurring things, so theoretically I should be able to keep track of them. Whether or not I do is a whole separate issue, but it's okay. You know, it all works out in the end anyway. I don't get too worked up about it because I can always go back and add things later, even if I forget to put them when I initially plan. Now, as you can see, I have used one of those Scraptastic Club half box stickers, and I think that they are designed to be used horizontally, but I flipped it on its side and used it vertically. And it's just kind of a fun way to change things up and to keep things from looking the same each and every week, and to keep coming up with new ways to use things, like to kind of think of reimagining them and using them and finding ways that they work best for you. Because if you try something different, maybe it will work in even better than it did before. Or like these particular stickers, I don't love them the way that they're designed because they just don't work for me that well, but it's not because I don't like them. I do really like them. So trying to find new ways to use them, even more awesome. As you can see, I also filled in my to-do list and my meal planning for the week. If you look really closely, you might be able to see what the color theme for this week is. Yep, it's a rainbow. You know me, I love a good rainbow. And quite frankly, I was kind of thinking about how October and November would go. And yeah, I might be able to throw a rainbow week in there. There's no reason why I couldn't. But I can absolutely see a couple of weeks done for Halloween, a couple of fall weeks, a gratitude week. So I thought there's a good possibility I may not do a rainbow week before the new year. So why not blow one out this week, right? So anyway, I put on the Tuesday morning slot for a meeting one of those cute little notebook stickers. And I now see how it's very much resembles the way that I used the sticker on Monday. And so I don't love that. It's not my favorite because they're kind of matchy-matchy right there together. But I'm going to wait and see how it all plays out once I finish this side of the layout, because perhaps once I've got other items filled in there, maybe it will all look a little bit better together and I won't mind the sameness of those two stickers kind of right next to each other. As you can see, I stamped that circle stamp from Sweet Stamp Shop. It's from the basic tab set. It's really cute, and I like the dashed circle around the outside. It makes it a little less serious. It gives it a little bit more fun, I guess, if you will. And then added the little soccer ball to notate my son's soccer practice. Now I'm going to go with the More tab set and use one of my favorites, which I've told you 100 times already that I love, the little box with the circle, and it's perfect because those little balls fit right in there perfectly. Though now that I'm watching myself plan this, I really could have used like a time. I could have had 5:30 in that little sticker, or my son's initials, because as you know from watching in previous weeks, I use my son's initials to notate things. Like, I don't write their names, I use their initials. So now I'm going to look for stickers to use for my meal planning right there. They're all going to be the same this week, which, you know, I usually do stick to a common theme for meal planning, though if you know anything about me, it's that I do not love doing that, but it works out okay because they all end up giving the bottom of that page a little bit of uniformity, and I do like that part of it. Now I've added that little triangle corner sticker right there. The initial thought was to add a to-do sticker to go across it and layer those together, but I'm really not able to find one that's orange, and since this is the orange day, you know what? I just leave it blank. Now I could have stamped to do an orange. I do have an orange ink pad, which by the way I really like. It's a really fun color, but I was afraid that part of it would get blended in on that orange sticker. So I just decided to leave it blank, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. It looks a little unfinished, or like, okay, what's going on here? But it's okay. It's not that big of a deal, and as I've said 100 times before, this week is going to pass. I'm going to be finished looking at this in just a couple of days, so it's really not that big of a deal. I won't do it again. I'll come up with something a little bit different for future weeks. There it is, my favorite little yellow pencil for Wednesday. That's the pen that I use to write on those glossy stickers, and then this is the Papermate pen that I use for all of my normal writing. And that permanent pen is a Pilot permanent pen. It's got a really great tip. It's very similar to the Sharpie ultrafine marker, but the tip of it, I'm sorry, has a little bit more give, so it's a little bit looser, and I do really like it. So now we are on to the yellow day, and once I tried doing the rainbow week starting with pink and then moving to red, and that was a major fail for me because the way that my brain wants to do a rainbow is to start with red, and so I had a really hard time getting things planned, like, okay, I put red in the orange spot. I just couldn't keep them all straight. So that's why I've decided I'm just going to stick with the red as the first and use pink at the end, because that's just really the way my brain thinks. Now, as you can see, I'm using that yellow sticker for the to-do list for Wednesday, and here's the beauty of stickers. I can cut them up and change them for exactly what I need. So I wanted that one to be a little tiny bit shorter so that it fit a little bit better with my meal planning sticker. So I just cut it with my X-Acto knife and I made it to fit my specifications, and it works perfectly. I think that it's wonderful to be able to change things up. You can do the same thing with stamps as well, to make them work for what you need them to work. Make them work for you. I don't want to be a slave to my stickers. I want my stickers to do what I need them to do. So now I know that I have these really great emoji stickers, and I want to use one of them here because, quite frankly, I don't do a lot of decorative planning, and I like to add a little piece here and there where I can. And so I figured, you know what, these emojis are perfect. It's yellow, right? So I peel up the corner of that pencil sticker and just set my emoji sticker right there in between the Tuesday and the Wednesday. It goes great with the Wednesday colors, and look how fun it is. Who could be upset looking at that super cute heart eye emoji right there? I just love giving myself ways to feel really inspired or to brighten my mood, and that's perfect. As you can see, for Monday morning, I did add a full box decorative sticker, and I love it. It's super cute. It looks great right there. And it's not something I would ordinarily do because it takes up a lot of room, but I figured there was still more excess room in the afternoon if I had anything come up or I needed to add anything. So it felt okay to me to add a little bit of decoration right there. Now I've moved on to the second half of the week, and so it'll be the second half of my rainbow, and I'll start Thursday with the green color. And I am not a big, huge green fan, but it's okay because I do like this color of green, like a nice grass green or a Kelly green, and I do love these little alarm clock stickers. So you have kind of a win-win, making my least favorite color kind of awesome. Now, I love to use these two stickers together. I write the time on the alarm clock and then just the activity on this little block. For some reason, my brain is really stuck on that. I really like the way that it looks. I think it's just fun. It's super cute while being completely 100% functional. And that's why I absolutely love to find stickers and stamps that combine being very cute and very functional, because that way I don't feel guilty at all for using decorative stickers when I really need to maximize my space for all of the events and activities that I have. Now you can see that I did layer a few different stickers for the bottom box for Thursday for my to-do list. That's kind of what I'd had in mind for Tuesday, when that orange space, if you'll recall, but I wasn't able to find an orange sticker that matched and said what I needed it to say. But this is what I kind of envisioned that it would do. Now, so for Friday morning, I have a blog post that I need to write. So I've just combined a couple of stickers to be able to notate that. And then I'm going to take this stamp from More Tabs. In my brain, I'd been thinking that this did not have a straight line across the top, so I'd been kind of hesitant to use it. And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh my gosh, it does. So for some reason, that really just changed the whole thing. So I've decided to use it, and I turned it upside down just for something a little bit different, because I kind of always envision it coming from the top and pointing down. And I thought, why not turn it around and use it pointing up? For that particular stamp, I used the blue VersaFine. I am a huge VersaFine fan. I highly recommend it, especially if you are new to stamping. I feel like it will give you the best results and you won't feel frustrated with stamping. A lot of different stamp pads, they might be inexpensive or they might have gorgeous colors, but they can have a steeper learning curve for new stampers, and it can make stamping feel a lot more daunting and not as easy. And quite frankly, stamping is really quite easy when you're using the right tools. So now Saturday we're moving into purple, and I don't use purple very often. Not for any good reason. I like purple perfectly fine. It's just not something you find a whole lot of supplies in. So I'm kind of going through all of my things and looking for purple supplies, and it actually turns out that I have quite a few, and I have purple in these Libby and Company game stickers, so I decided to use both of those. You'll see that I end up using pretty much all Libby, not Libby and Company, I'm sorry, Lily Henry, using all of those on Saturday. And to be perfectly honest with you, it looks super cute, but it feels too matchy-matchy for me once I add the fourth one, which I haven't done quite yet in the video. I love the color. The color is really pretty. The designs are super cute. Each one individually is just absolutely perfect, but all together, all four of them, it feels too much and too matchy-matchy for me. So I'll just file that away for future reference that I won't put those all together. And that's exactly what I love about learning about my planner, is that I can find things that I do want to do again and things that I don't want to do again as well. Now I will also go ahead and pull out a stamp for Sunday. Got to find the right one that I'm looking for. That's always a problem for me, finding the things that I'm looking for in my stash, even though I consider myself to be incredibly organized and know where all of my overall things are. Sometimes finding the individual pieces can be a little bit difficult. So I just stamped that next week stamp, which is an old favorite, on Sunday evening. And then I will also stamp a little box just so I can write the event of the project that I have due next week. And then I will be able to go ahead and add some decoration, because I'm basically, for all intents and purposes, finished with my planning now. So I'm going to use this really cute Lily Bee washi tape. I just love the rainbow. It's so super cute. And going to go ahead and lay that down in a couple of different places because it's just really fun. It's super colorful and I love the way that it looks. So now after the washi, I'm just going to add a couple of more stickers and then that will be it. So thank you so much for stopping by and watching my video. I really do hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. It lets me know that you liked the video and it lets YouTube know the types of things that you like to see. Also, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'd be more than happy to try to answer them for you. Thank you so much and make it a great day.